If you aren't the type to rise at the crack of dawn and wolf down a hearty breakfast, chances are you eat a bowl of cereal or a granola bar on the fly. One of the best ways to beat the early morning blahs, the goodness of cereal, now comes in as many forms as our fast-paced lifestyles demand. Our breakfast cereals were born out of the religious beliefs of the Seventh-day Adventists. The Seventh-day Adventists are vegetarians who in 1860 founded a sanatorium where patients were fed only cereals. Wheat flakes invented by Dr. John Harvey Kellogg. His brother William Keith saw a promising future and built the first flakes factory to market the product. His success would later be imitated by the famous Charles William Post of Post cereals. The making of frosted corn flakes starts in this cooker. The corn kernels are cooked here for 2 hours and 20 minutes. Then the corn kernels are ground up. They're ground up by this endless worm screw. It also determines the number of pounds of kernels needed to make up a cereal recipe. The ground corn is next dried in a dryer unit, an important step before they're cooked. To give them their nice flat shape, the corn kernels are crushed in the flake roller. 2 rollers turn opposite to each other, and the kernels fall into the constricted space between them. The flakes fall onto this conveyor, and the next step will be cooking. The flakes arrive at the cooking oven. They're shaken to make sure they will be uniformly browned. The flakes exit the oven well browned. They then fall into this chute and head in the direction of the next step. This vibrating conveyor sorts the flakes and retains only the right-sized ones. This drum mixes the flakes and sprays them with the sweet solution boiling at 445 degrees. The sweet solution is dried, and a rake uniformly spreads out the frosted flakes on the canvas. Now they add in vitamins. The cereals are placed into this rotating drum. The vitamins are sprayed onto the flakes by a series of jets. The cereals are now finished, and they head toward the packaging site. This packager fills the bags with cereal. It handles between 40 and 45 bags a minute before they head off for final packaging. This plant doesn't only make cereals, it also makes soft cereal bars. This kneader mixes the ingredients, oat flakes, rice, and syrup. The preparation is mixed twice a minute. When well mixed, the preparation is poured into a large container. They will now proceed with the molding of the bars. The contents of the bin are emptied onto a conveyor, and the mixture is spread out. Here they add chocolate chips to the mixture. The mix is compressed to the desired bar thickness by this roller. The bar separator then divides the mix into 35 equal strips. And then a guillotine cuts the bars to their proper length. The bars continue circulating. This equipment is used to line up the bars and make the packaging process easier. Side by side, the bars are turned here, so that they run one behind the other. This roller applies a delicious caramel fondant to the bars. This caramel fondant then cools and sets. They're now at the final stage of production, coating with chocolate. About 400 pounds of chocolate are needed for the bar recipe. Now finished, the bars are ready for packaging. This machine individually bags the bars. Finally, they proceed with the packaging. These tasty bars will be enjoyed by children as well as adults.